Hello, everyone. Welcome to the show. It's another great edition of Bring It in the House podcast show where we spotlight musicians, entertainers, artists, and leaders. And of course, I'm your host, Millie Mills, in the house tonight with us as we celebrate our 3-year podcast anniversary is the legendary DFW radio personality in the house and founder of Smiling Faces organization, Miss Vita Loca. Woo woo!
Ooh, okay, Millie, we celebrating 3 years. How cool is that?
Yes, thank you, Vita. And I'm just so excited that you are part of this celebration with us. Thank you.
No, thank you
Yes.
for allowing me to be here. Like 3 years is very consistent. So that kudos to you. Like, wow, that takes a lot. You doing it. Hey, you are in the house.
Well, thank you. It's great people like you that make all of this possible. So, Vita, I have listened to you for years when I lived in Dallas. So it's an honor to have you here tonight. Thank you so much for taking time out to stop by. Okay, so we'd like to start the show off with just honoring where you came from. What town are you repping tonight and your alma mater?
Well, I always rep the Triple D.
I-
I'm born and raised here, but I rep it to the fullest. My dad was in the military, so I was an Air Force angel. I don't like to say brat, because they like to say
yes.
I was an Air Force angel and a lot. So I went to like 4 different high schools, like 4 different years. Um, Albuquerque was one of the places I lived. Kansas City, well, Missouri, right next to Kansas City, Missouri, Warrensburg, Missouri, and then Maryland, D.C. area. England, we lived in England for 4 years.
Oh, wow.
South Carolina, we lived in South Carolina as well. So yeah, I'm a bit of a traveler, but
Yes.
in Arkansas, but I don't be telling people about Arkansas, but anyway. Um, but I'm
Well,
here, so I like to rep the Triple D.
you like to represent Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So I'm originally from Arkansas. So, hey,
Mouth, what part? Where?
it's a little small town called Marvel.
Little Rock. I mean, well, that's the place where I was actually born.
Okay,
So,
Little Rock.
like I said, my dad was in the military, so
Yes.
we left Arkansas before I could even walk. I was still a baby when we actually left Little Rock. So I usually leave that off, but I'm gonna represent because we from the same state. Okay.
Yes, homie. I guess it's okay for me to say homie.
Uh, if I didn't tell you about Little Rock, you can still call me homie.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. So, because you definitely feel like a homegirl after, and, hearing you on the radio all these years. I mean, my daughter partially grew up listening to you guys when we lived in Dallas. So, again, it is an honor. Now, Vita, you are one of the most popular radio personalities in the DFW. So, when did it all begin for you?
It started about a year after I got to the DFW. I moved here in 2000. Technically, I moved here in 1999, but it was December, and it was like 1 week left of December. And you remember everybody was like Y2K, Y2K,
Right.
and
Okay.
shut down. So
Yeah.
everybody's like,
Yeah.
I moved here the last week of December, and so I got here. So it's 2000, and I got the radio gig in 2001. Um, and it just the 97.9 The Beat just got to Dallas. Like we kind of moved here at the same time, and
Yes.
and I was working for a video show, a local video show,
Uh
and so
huh.
the station got here. We decided to make you know, um, collaborate with each other.
Mm-hmm.
We'll
Mm-hmm.
shout out 97.9, and y'all tell us where y'all gonna be at. So once we started doing that, I was like, well, shoot, I need to ask them for a job. I mean, I see them all the time. So it took me about a year of asking, and then almost a year practically. And they got tired of me asking. And they literally was like, stop. Okay. oh, enough already. Just come in already. Remember that episode of Martin where he was like, damn, Gina, I'll marry you already. Damn. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they was like, we are so tired of you. Come on in.
Wow, but look what it did. It paid off your persistence and consistency, as you said. All of that paid off, man, and you're legendary now. Oh my goodness. Now you work for 97.9 The Beat, K104, and Magic 9. Never K104?
I worked for 97.9 The Beat for 22 years.
Congratulations. That says a lot. 22 years in radio and at the same place, because you know how a lot of times in radio we get moved around. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so but 22 years, that means that your ratings were consistent. People love listening to you. That's wonderful. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes. Yes, you're very welcome. And now you're at Magic 94.5.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Which is the sister station to 97.9 The Beat. So 97.9 The Beat is just like it, and then like if I walk out this door, they're right there. They're right up the hallway.
Right in the hallway.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody just put a comment in there. So let me see. Okay, somebody says, I'm listening, Millie, enjoying Miss Vita Loca, radio personality for us older girls. She has interviewed Jennifer Lewis, and she wants to know, what are the most exciting person that you've ever interviewed? That's just one of the questions from the audience.
Let me see. Okay, most exciting.
Who is the most exciting person?
Most exciting, like maybe the one that we connected the most, and like we're like, and still are good friends, would be K Michelle. But then I've interviewed. Okay, I take that back. Michelle Obama. I was so excited.
Oh.
Michelle Obama.
Yeah.
I was sweating like profusely. Phone, because she would have called security. She'd be like, y'all because something ain't right. But Michelle Obama was my most exciting, but K Michelle, I mean, we just had such a good time, and then every time we see each other, it's like sisters. We hung out. She came to my house. So to me, she's my most exciting, and then along with Michelle Obama.
To me, she's my. All right. Well, yeah, that was from Miss Natalie. She's a blues singer in Memphis, Tennessee, that sent that question. Yeah, Natalie Blues Band James. Thank you, Natalie.
Now she's living in, I think she lives in Nashville, Tennessee right now, because she's doing a country music album. So yeah, look at God.
All right, now so go on then. Congratulations to her. So when you became, once you launched into this field, what are some of the challenges, if you even had any? Because I know you are just one of those people who, I don't know, you're just very confident, and you just seem like you always just land. You always seem to have it together. But if you ever had any challenges as a radio personality, could you kind of share with us what that was and how you overcame it?
One of the biggest challenges in this industry is it's male dominated. All the premier time slots usually focus a male with a female counterpart.
Yeah.
So I always knew that I wanted to be the dominant on my show. I wanted my own show. I didn't want to be anybody's sidekick. And it took a lot of no's. It took a lot of being looked over. It took a lot of crying at night, wondering, is this for me? Because there's so many opportunities that would come that I felt like I deserved, but I didn't get. But I never stopped, because if you believe it's for you, then it's for you, because God gives you that belief for yourself to make it happen. So, and with the help of God. So one of the most, trying things was just keep getting looked over, kept getting looked over. And, but I just stayed in the game. I just stayed smiling, never, got mad for not getting positions. I always just worked harder. I had my own morning show. And at the time when me and Dee Dee, because Dee Dee McGuire, she still has the Dee Dee in the morning show, but we were the
Uh-huh.
two women really in top level radio with their own morning show. And that was a big deal. That's what I wanted. I was like, whoa, this is it. Like, you just have to keep your head up and down at the same time and working hard and not accepting no.
Not accepting no. Got to have a little tough skin, right? Your skin's
Yeah,
got to be a little tough.
have tough skin. You really do.
Yes.
You really do.
Mhm.
And one other tip, don't be sleeping with your coworkers because that'll get okay. So I was like, you gonna
Yeah.
no couch because I always demanded respect.
Mm-hmm.
You can't sleep with somebody and then look them in the face and talk to them the way you need to talk to them. And in an industry, in an industry driven world, in a corporate world, this is really corporate, even though it's
Yeah.
radio corporate. So I stayed away from that. I used to tell people I'll sleep with the Domino's delivery guy before I sleep with any of y'all.
That's Vita. She's yeah, that's what I love your oops, I love your delivery. And I would say, it's those comments like that would keep me locked into you, because you just never know what you're gonna say.
Pizza's here.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. Now, before you became the morning show host there at Magic, was it Magic 94, right? Where you did the mornings?
No,
He was
97.
at 97.9 The Beat as well. Okay. All right. So now Ricky Smiley, nationally syndicated radio host, personality, Ricky Smiley, he passed that torch over to you before he stepped down from that particular station.
He just stepped away from hip hop and he went to R&B and old school. He took
Oh,
over Joyner's position. Tom Joyner is the godfather
I
of radio.
know. I
We
know.
love the Dev. He paved the way for so many people. And
Mhm.
when Tom Joyner decided to retire, Ricky took over his position on the old school and R&B side, and
Mhm.
and left the hip hop where it was, all the hippity hoppities, all the hippity hop.
Yes. And what was that experience like for you when you found out, like, man, I'm going to be filling these shoes right here? What was that like for you?
To be honest with you, I was in rehab when I found out.
Okay.
Rehab. I was in a 30-day rehab program for cocaine. And I actually thought I was about to lose my job because, I did afternoons for 10 years and
Mm-hmm.
passed away. 20, 2015, I think, 14 or 15. And my brother passed away, and my cocaine habits spiraled out of control. And so at first I was a functioning addict, and then I turned into a non-functioning addict. And everybody was like, whoa, what's going on? So I had to go to rehab for the first time ever. I did cocaine for 20 years of my life. And so now here I am, I'm in rehab, and I'm thinking they're going to fucking, I'm sorry, they're, uh, they're going to fire me. Like, there's no way they're going to want me back. And I get a call from my general manager while I'm in rehab. Don't even know how that happened because we have to call out. Rehab is like you paying to go to jail. Okay. You paid to go to jail. Good jail though.
Yeah.
And get a call from my general manager and she was like, what do you think about taking over the morning show? And I was like, are you serious? Here I am thinking I'm going to lose my afternoon show and you're telling me about taking over for mornings. But so that's where I found out. And, I was grateful. I knew I was doing the right thing. I knew that God has his hands on everything
He
and
does.
everything. So I'm actually, this is about my 8th year clean. After rehab, I never went back to cocaine. And it's just I've been out here just living life awake. Well, no, cocaine had me awake, all the way awake for like 3 days. 3 days straight, bitch, you up? But a present now,
In the first.
living the life I'm supposed to.
Amen. Amen. Well, I'm glad to hear that. And you look great. Your skin, oh my gosh, it is so. It's you
You,
have that glow.
you too, Millie Mill. You're girl. Don't even do that because your skin is hey magic in the house.
Thank you, Vita. We love Vita. Isn't she amazing? I was looking at some of your clips on YouTube, and I had seen where you interviewed one of the young rappers. I guess she's originally from Dallas, from that area.
Who's that?
Kesha, is it Kesha Page?
Oh, Cash Page.
Cash Page,
Oh
yeah,
God, you saw that?
yeah. And we're just going to take a look at just a little bit, maybe like a minute of it, so everyone can see why we love Vita Loca in the DF Dub and surrounding
I'm Vita
areas.
Loca, and I got three
It's
quick
crazy,
questions.
Robot. I didn't mean to cut you off.
What,
I've been
what's
hearing you
crazy?
since I was like a kid on the radio.
Oh my
That shit
God,
so crazy.
you grew up to me?
Yes, I grew up to you like
Wow.
that ass.
And what did you think? Like, she crazy?
No, I just think that shit was just so raw. I loved your name. Like,
Okay.
That shit was hard.
I love your name too.
Thank you.
Cash Page.
Yes.
It like just brings money
thank
in
you.
my mind.
For real?
Like,
Thank
because you got to attract money. You know that, right?
Mhm.
When you don't get money, you attract money.
Yes, ma'am.
So the fact that when you say your name, Cash, like you're attracting money all the time.
Well, just know you're a legend.
Oh, thank you. And I feel like you're going to be a legend.
Thank you so
You're
much.
going to be a legend.
Thank you.
Yes, you're iconic. The album S2ML,
Soundtrack
Soundtrack
to
to
My
My
Life.
Life. You better get it. I heard it's hypnotizing.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, hypnotizing. Okay, so let's get into these
Alright,
three,
my bad. I
these
just
three
wanted to tell you
questions. Okay, I appreciate that. So I got 3 questions. I want to have a quickie with you, okay?
Mhm.
All right. So the first one is
I heard Cookie. I'm like,
okay, Kat.
Girl, because I know what questions I asked, and I was like, oh shit.
I know, man. You go deep.
And throw that whole wig away, okay? I went home and I took that wig off and said, like Shakiri did on Friday. She took that wig off before she started to run. That's how I took that wig off. I was like, why am I wearing this? I don't know. But anyways, that was a flashback.
Well, that was a good one. What year was that when you interviewed her?
That was last year.
Just
No.
last year. Okay. Yeah.
This is July. Yeah, it was the end of last year.
End of last year. And do you still follow her? I mean, has she gone on to bigger things?
I just saw Cash Page at the Big 3. You know, Ice Cube does his Big 3, and he's on now. He was in Dallas on July 1st, and so we actually to catch up at the actual Big 3 event.
Oh, that's wonderful. I got to check out that. That sounds like fun. The Big 3.
Oh my God, it's so much fun. And Ice Cube, he's the fun part. Like, he is definitely the fun part. He is an open book, and it's like you're like, wait a minute, this is Friday day. Like you don't. It's like he's just so iconic. But when you speak to him, he's so regular. He's just totally down to earth. So he's my friend.
Yeah. Ice Cube he's just really, I met him once, when I worked at Disney in Dallas, and he was just cool. He didn't walk in they used to have the big atrium downstairs, and he didn't walk in there with an entourage or anything. So he just came on in and, what was that movie? The Comeback, I believe it was a Disney, sponsored movie, and they got a chance to interview him, and he was really nice. Yeah.
Ice Cube is he's cool as a fan.
Cool as a fan. Now, speaking of Ice Cube, he raps, he's an actor and all like that. And I learned that you've been acting, you've been in some movies. Is that correct? In 2019, you were in a movie, and in 2022, that's not correct?
No, I've never been.
No.
I mean,
sound like
they're in my phone. The movies I've been in are in my phone.
Okay. You got me on that one, Vita.
Wait before I put those out.
Yes. Well, I did see and it could have been another Vita, IDMB, whatever, that movie credit list. And it was like you had like a little small, there was maybe another Vita that had a small role.
I did a lot of cocaine, as I said, 20 years. So sometimes I forget. much, but I'm pretty sure I've never been in a movie.
Yeah. Well, I thought, like sometimes you get those like cameo
Mhm.
appearances and things like
I
that.
music videos like with Boosie, like Lil Boosie and whatnot.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
I definitely was in his music video with Dero, but no, I don't think a movie.
No
Mm-mm.
movies. Okay. Well, that might mean that it might be coming one day.
Yeah, hold on. I'm
Yeah.
on my way. Hollywood, here I
You're so funny. I love you. Now, have you written a book? Are you an author yet?
No, I have not written a book. That is one of the things that I have on my bucket list to do because I have a full life, So
Yes, you do.
that is definitely one of the things that I want to do is get into that. Yeah,
Yes.
get into.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm gonna do this break real quick.
Mhm.
Right back.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, just if you're just tuning in, guess who I'm talking to while she's at work? It's Vida Loca. She's a legendary DFW radio personality. She's been with 97.9 The Beat for
You are
22 years.
at the party, the house party that is with Vida Loca and world famous B Man on Magic 94.5 with Ricky Smiley in the morning, the real sound of the DF dub. Now, I did not go to college. Well, I ain't gonna lie. I went to a few dorm rooms, but I wasn't enrolled. I did go to orientation. I went to orientation for Central Missouri State University, but
You decided to stay?
no. But so wait a minute. I'm talking about like HBCUs right now. So I used to live in DC.
Okay.
And Howard
Yes.
is the
That's the one.
one.
Yes.
So there's a McDonald's across the street from Howard.
I know this. I do know this.
Baby!
I see where this is going. Go ahead. Tell them.
Oh no, so this McDonald's is iconic. This is the McDonald's that all the Howard graduate, alumni, students, everybody would be at this McDonald's.
Right.
And then the real deal is, where do you go after you leave McDonald's? Do you go back across the street to some of those rooms over there, or do you go home? Where do you think I went?
I think you went to the room.
I think I went home.
You went home?
I went home.
Where'd you go?
Look at you.
Nah, I want you in trouble. I want your youth to be troubled. I wanted to have all kinds of stories in it.
You want trauma? You want me to have trauma?
Trouble.
Okay, you're right. I didn't go home.
I
But
knew
look
it.
at this. Look at this. We are calling all HBCU grads because Tom Joyner Foundation has this amazing event going on at Globe Life Park. It's going down on, where's it at, B-Man? July 22nd.
Yes.
July 22nd.
Mhm.
So, the LA Dodgers
Mm.
are going to get beat by the Rangers.
Okay.
But before the show or
Yeah.
before the game,
Yeah.
we have an HBCU Diamond Classic celebration.
Really?
Yeah. So if you went to a HBCU, log on to magic945.com, get your tickets, and it's going to be a whole party.
You mean if you were enrolled there, not just if you just went over there?
Are we talking about me again?
Yeah. Not if you just went over there. You can't just get in.
I'll tell you what, I got some extra credit.
Your ticket is right here. This summer of Magic keeps rolling.
Cool.
Wow. Woo! I got a chance to witness her do her thing right here while she's live on my show. This is why she is so successful, guys, because that's what you have to do. You have to be you have to multitask. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to multitask a lot of times to get ahead. And I mean, this woman, she does it so well. She's right on air doing her show, and she took time out to speak with me, Miss Vida Loca.
Congratulations. 3 years. That's a big deal. I want you to realize that that's a big deal. Everybody out here is like, podcast is like chewing gum nowadays. Everybody gets one, but not everybody knows how to be consistent with one. And so whatever your vision is for your podcast, it will come true as long as you just stay consistent with it and just dream bigger, have a big vision, and God will give you more than what you even asked for. But you just got to stay to the course and stay true.
You're right.
Before I go, I want to mention my foundation. So if anybody's, well, not if anybody, whoever's watching right now, once a month we pull up to homeless shelters. um I think a lot of times we take things for granted. We take breathing for granted. We take waking up for granted. We take vision for granted. We think we're just supposed to wake up in the morning and see, or we're just supposed to be able to go to bed at night. We're supposed to make it through the day. And it's not like that. And I think we also take birthdays for granted. Oh, we supposed to have a birthday. Well,
Mhm.
homeless shelters, a lot of these children don't get to celebrate birthdays because their parents don't have it. You know, they're not in the environment is not conducive for us to turn up for your birthday. So we pull up to a homeless shelter once a month and throw birthday parties for the kids. And it's not even for if it's your birthday. Remember when you was a child, you wanted to go to a birthday party. It's not
Yes.
about just being your party. It's about getting that invitation. Oh,
Mhm.
something to do. I'm going to the birthday party, you know. So Vida Loca Smiling Foundation organization goes to the shelter. We bring a petting zoo. We bring snow cones. We bring ice cream. We bring a DJ. We bring a bouncy house. We bring face painting. We bring games. We bring birthday gifts. We bring ice cream. We bring everything. And but you know, it's not easy. And I just want to shout out Amy Witherite at 1-800 Truck Wreck. Oh my God, if it wasn't for Amy, we wouldn't be able to do any of this. So big shout out to Amy Witherite. If you ever get hit by a truck, and
Okay.
like anything commercial, Uber driver pull up on you and hit you, call Amy at 1-800 Truck Wreck. She got you. But I just wanted to shout her out because
Mhm.
shows up every month and make sure we're able to facilitate these birthday parties for these kids who are unhoused.
Yes, yes. Vita, that is such, wow, that is such a great mission to have and to be commended for, because so many kids don't, they don't have the opportunity to, to bounce houses and experience all the things that you mentioned. And the fact that you take it there to the shelters and bring it home for them just so they can at least have that experience. That is such a great mission. And God is going to continue to bless you and in all your efforts with that, because that is amazing. Now, what's the website? Is it smilingfaces.org, or how do
Girl,
we?
I ain't got no website.
Girl, you are too real.
Okay.
I didn't know what you
No,
were about to say. You don't have a website yet.
no, not yet. It's
There you
coming.
go.
It's coming. I've been
Yeah, you.
for a year. So this is our second year. But you know, I haven't created a website because it's not about anybody seeing. It's about just me showing up to these kids.
Yes.
I never look for any,
Anything in
but
return.
what I'm doing. I don't care if you see or not what I'm doing. We show up. That's it. That's what it's all about, is putting smiles on kids' faces. That's it.
Yes. Yes.
Care about.
You
So
got
website on the way though, since you said
a
like, girl, you ain't no website.
Vita, girl, you are amazing. I'm telling you. I didn't expect that. I'm thinking like she can ready to tell me what it is.
Yeah, I tell you, and I don't have no website.
No website. That's okay. But like you said, you show up, and
We show
that
up.
that's what's real.
Yeah,
That's really what's real.
up. So that's all that matters. But 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 I do need a website, Millie, because I want people to help out. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
People to show up with us. I want people to be able to see and come out here and volunteer. Give us some money. Let's make it bigger.
That's what I was about to ask, so we can donate to the cause. That was my next question.
Yeah,
But
that's why. Because right now you gonna have to give me that money when you see me. Hey, I was
yes, girl.
happy. But no, that done because I my vision is for this to be nationwide. I don't want to just stay in Dallas. There's unhoused children across the entire nation that deserve a birthday party, no matter what.
Yes, they do. They really do. Now, Vita, we're about to wrap it up. Any last words of encouragement or anything, any giveaways or anything you want to do? Got anything to give
Um,
away?
do I have anything to give away? No, I don't. But somebody can give me a website. Holla at me. Give me a logo, great website. Give me a website. I ain't giving you nothing. Give me
Give
a
her a website. Guys, help Vita
website.
get it going. And I'm going to give away something real quick before we go. This is last year t-shirt. We did the 2 years. We had a few left. Bring it in the house. So just give us a call. Let me put that phone number on there. And I know Vita has to go. Any shout outs to your loved ones, family before we go?
No, just shout out to everybody supporting you, Millie. 3 years, like I said again, is a big deal. And your consistency is worth to be it's supposed to be acknowledged. You know, somebody's watching you right now who's learning how to be consistent. You're teaching somebody right now. So
Thank you. Thank you. I know you got a birthday coming up soon because you're a Leo, right?
It's always Leo season.
Okay. Well, I'm trying to keep up. Maybe I can, if you got a big bash coming up, maybe I can show up.
I got your number. Yeah, I would definitely know.
Yes, yes.
Pull up on me.
Yes. Whoop, whoop. Ladies and gentlemen, if you missed the show, hey, you can always go back on our YouTube channel and watch it, millhouseentertainment.com. We've had the lovely and talented Miss Vita Loca in the house. Woo! Give her some love, guys. We love you, Vita. Keep doing those great things that you're doing in the streets, and we'll see you next time here on Bring It in the House.